Honorable Mulder.
Honourable Chairperson, allow me to also extend our best wishes to our colleague Albert Mwangu. It's true that our colleague served in Parliament since 1994, and he was always a colleague that you should take seriously because his arguments were always sound and he always made good inputs in debates. I understand that his favourite quote is the following. His favourite quote, I understand, is the only source of knowledge is experience. Now, how do you get experience? How do you get 23 years of experience in Parliament? By serving in Parliament for 23 years. So we wish our colleague everything of the best, and we hope that his future will be bright, and where he's going to serve, that it will be also to the benefit of the people he serves. Chairperson, today we are debating Africa Day, which is the 25th of May, and the topic of our debate is building a better Africa and a better world. Now, I want to say to my other colleague, the Honourable Kwankwa. Our Honourable colleague Kwankwa from the UDM has just made a very good speech. And I hope that colleagues listen, because I think what he said was the essence of what we need to say to one another. We've had too many debates about talking about the past, about talking about this was the convention, that was deciding that symposium, or whatever the case may be. When are we going to start talking about the future of our continent? It's one thing to always talk about the past this and the past that, but it's time that we stop talking and start doing things in terms of developing our continent in Africa. There are various reasons that our continent is not performing, and I can't think for 1 minute that there's a single member in this House who do not want to see our country, never mind our country, but our continent not to succeed. Ons wil almal dit graag hê. Ons wil graag hê ons kontinent moet kompeteer met die res van die wêreld. Ons moet suksesvol wees. En dan is ons baie gou om te sê, maar Afrika moet verenig. Miskien moet ons minder tyd spandeer om Afrika verenig te kry en te begin by ons eie huis, ons eie land, en te kyk of ons hier 'n sukses van kan maak. As elke land dit basies gaan doen, dan sal ons by 'n suksesvolle uitkoms kom wat dit betref. Dit is baie goed om te praat van pan-Afrikanisme, politieke, kulturele, sosiale, ekonomiese ontwikkeling en solidariteit. Dit is reg, dit is goed. Maar dit begin by die basiese goeders in terme van ekonomiese groei. Dit is pynlik om te sien dat Suid-Afrika besig is om te gly. Dit is pynlik om te sien dat Egipte by ons verbygaan. Dit is pynlik om te sien dat Nigerië by ons verbygaan. Kom ons kry ons eie huis in orde. Kom ons maak 'n sukses van Suid-Afrika en dan kan ons ons rol speel in die res van Afrika in die voorbeeldbasis stel. Aan die einde van die dag gaan dit oor leierskap. Dit gaan oor leiers wat bereid is om op te staan vir wat reg is. Om op te staan teen korrupsie, wanbesteding en 'n voorbeeld te stel, en Suid-Afrika het 'n groot pad om te gaan wat dit betref. Vryheidsfront Plus is trots om te deel te wees van Afrika Dag en die viering.